a couple of years ago, I had a diagnosis of breast cancer. So that was like a shock for everyone, really, involved, because it was just so unexpected, you know, and it was just so lucky that I found that. But again, it's just been another kind of chapter in things that have, you know, surprised me, and I kind of use surprise and delight in like a bit of a weird way, because at the time, some of these things that happen to you, you're like, holy crap, why me? But just like with everything, it actually was a bit of a silver lining, you know, like the things that we had to deal with and manage through as a family and get to the other side were actually okay because we were together, and actually helped us to, you know, think about things differently, and for me to reframe in terms of like the busyness of life and all of those things. So yeah, it's actually been a really wonderful life. And I'm hoping to have many, many, many more years of that.
You seem to really know who you are, and I love the way you talk about life and it kind of external experiences shaping who you are as a person. It's like how do you show up in those moments become the making of you? Like, I'm kind of grappling with this idea at the moment around like, is it about finding who we are or building who we are? And I just love the way that you're kind of like hybriding between the two in your philosophy and the way that you think about life. And the fact that you can sit here and talk about breast cancer so positively is quite magical, really. Because that would have been a lot, like 3 kids, like that, you know, there's a shaping of you. Like, what did you learn from that? I don't want to call it an experience, but what did you learn from that?
Support network is everything. I think I'm super fortunate, right? Because I have a set of friends that are there for me. You know, like I had to do a 12-week course of chemo. And every single week I had someone, I actually had more people than weeks, who wanted to come and accompany me and sit with me for however many hours to just be there for me. And, you know, I think about my family and how they kind of, you know, jumped in to do what they needed to do. I think about work and how supportive they were, and all of my friends. And that, you know, really at the heart of any trial or tribulation that you face is actually the thing that kind of gets you through, right? So when I think about the silver linings of that situation, one, I actually got to spend more time with some of my friends and family than I would have ordinarily. You know, two, I actually just realised the importance of being able to say, you know, I'm going to take it easier on some of these things and, you know, kind of slow down on the energy front again. Like it was okay to be less energetic, because although a lot of people probably too, I was the same, but but yeah, it's okay to be like, have a little bit of calm and to carve out space, and, you know, to say no to the things that aren't as important, like to prioritize in your personal life. And, you know, 3, having that happen to me meant that other people really took their health seriously. And so when I think about how many people have messaged me, texted me, thanked me for pushing them to go get checked, or just to tell me that they have gotten checked. I've had 2 people already who have had things that they found off the basis of checks that they've done because of what I went through. And I think, well, that's just an amazing thing to have happened. You know, if that was the outcome, that I've been able to save other people, that's fine. I'm happy to go through that, you know.
Wow.
Although at the time when I had to shave my head, that was quite...
Oh, wow.
that was a bit of a, oh, wow, okay, we're really doing this. I'm losing my hair. I'm actually going to have a shaved head. So it does really challenge you in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But honestly, there is literally... And I don't want to trivialise that, because I know that everyone's journey with cancer is very different, and I'm very lucky to have an amazing support network of people around me. And I think that doing that journey by myself would have been incredibly tough. But it was okay. It was not as bad as what you would think, and we got through it okay.